All right, I'm back for Dusty's ongoing coverage of the ESL Impact Season 7 Finals here in Dallas. I'm here with Fawx, coming off of a massive win against Zerance to claim, the first win for you on land, the first win for an Empathy squad at an Impact Finals, and a great performance from you. A lot of, firsts for this squad that, has been having a fantastic year. So to start, great showing against the French team. How are you feeling coming out of that win?
Oh, I feel great. I was thinking that we were going to surprise some people, and now I know some people are already surprised, but we're not slowing down here. We're going to make it out of groups, and we'll be the first N19 to make it out of groups in a while, I think.
That's a pretty bold proclamation saying you're going to be the one to do it to make it out of the group stage and go to the top four. Like you said, it's been some time since we've seen an NA Impact squad make it to the playoffs. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was season maybe 3 or 4 for FlyQuest or possibly even CLG. Right, that's how long it's been. Is that the level of confidence that teams coming into this land with?
Yeah, we have a lot of confidence. We've been improving every day. Even like in our previous days before the match today, we put our heads down and really put a lot of work in, and it showed. We played a lot different than we did before the LAN started, and I think that we're going to keep being able to do that, and we're going to show up huge.
And with that, we saw a great individual performance from you on the op, I believe, ending something with something like 20, 22, 23 kills. How are you feeling? How are you feeling about your own individual form coming to this land? We saw some strong performances in Eagle Masters. We saw some strong performances in the league, the regular season. I think you were the highest rated person in the NA League. So what's your form like right now?
So I'm actually in the best form I've ever been in. I keep saying that my team is getting better, but I'm also getting better with my team. I've never had this kind of environment with a team before, so I'm learning a lot, and my aim is showing because I'm playing more and more. And whenever I come to a LAN, I do way better. I don't know why. So.
To what extent do you think that's based on the fact that Supernova have been able to play a lot more mixed competitions? Of course, we've seen you, in the Eagle Masters. We've seen you in various open and closed qualifiers. We've seen you at, both frags this year. Is that important for this squad? And what do you think the impact of that has been?
Oh, it's huge. We learn a lot from the mixed teams that we play, especially the LANs that we play. We watch back the demos a lot. We get a lot of the stuff that we do from other teams, and then we build upon it ourselves. So playing against those people and getting that experience is actually huge for us. We actually really need it, and it's been helping a lot.
Before coming to land, we saw the team head on to a one-day boot camp, I believe, at University of Austin. Maybe you can correct me there. What were the University of Dallas? Of course, we're in Dallas, not the major quite yet. What was the priorities of that one-day boot camp? Did you find that valuable?
Yeah, so the priorities of the boot camp, we're looking at the other teams that we were playing against later in the day or later in the week. So we looked a lot at this team, and then we looked a lot at Furia and all that, and we really got into the mind space of like what the competition's going to be like and what they do, and I think it really opened up our eyes to like what we should be expecting. Because going into this, I mean, I've never been to an EU competition in any way. It was definitely a good time. We put our heads down for like 12 hours. It was great.
Looking at some of your other recent performances and achievements, we did see the Supernova squad lock in ESL Advanced playoffs, I think, with an 8-4 record. So that would be two Impact squads. Excuse me, two Impact quads making it into Advanced playoffs for, I believe, the first time ever in North America. How are you feeling about your run in the Advanced regular season?
So it actually started off a little rocky, but we closed it out pretty strong. We got some pretty rough matchups, and we lost one match that we definitely should have won, and we were a little nervous that it wasn't going to end so well, but we always pull through, and it shows. We just pulled through like we expected.
So later today or sometime tomorrow, I believe, you're going to be taking on Furia Female for a spot in playoffs. They did a pretty they did a pretty mixed performance against DMS, the team they faced in their opener. They were up 7-1, up 7-1, very dominant for a good amount of time, but then they showed some shakiness. Are you going to be looking to that shakiness and looking for things to exploit when you face them for a spot in playoffs?
Oh yeah, we're always looking for things to exploit. We're coming in strong. We got the confidence. Furia, I mean, if they got their confidence, they better hold on to it because we're going to be coming in like a truth nuke.
So then one other thing I wanted to pick your brain on is your head coach Ink, who's been working in the Impact scene for a while. I believe you worked with him on Limitless Female, Limitless Angels. Was that what it's called? Yeah. What can you tell me about him? His presence on the squad.
So he's actually helped me individually a lot. I've been on a lot of teams with him. Pretty much almost the entire time I've been in Impact, he's been around. Tsunami Sirens, Limitless Angels, Lotus, and here. it just kind of lines up with me and him being on the same team a lot. And he's got a good mind, he's got a good heart, he's got that energy, and sometimes you really need that in a coach to really hype up a team, especially when most people are awkward gamers and stuff like that. He has a lot to give to us, and we've been eating it all up, and it's clearly helping a lot.
So, any closing thoughts from you before I let you go? What are you feeling heading into the Furia match later today?
Oh no, I feel great. I think everyone feels great. We got our first match of jitters out, and we're locked in for Furia, and I'm sure we're going to put up a good fight.
All right, that is Fawx from Supernova Comets. They'll be facing Furia Fee later today. Thank you so much for your time.